Let's not lie. Some classes feel like they're designed to put you to sleep. You sit down, open your notebook, and within 5 minutes, boom. Brain fog. Your teacher's talking about the economic impact of the Industrial Revolution and your mind's drifting to chicken nuggets or how long you can hold a plank before collapsing. But here's the thing. You're not lazy. You're not bad at school. Your brain's just craving something it's not getting, curiosity. So today we're talking about how to stay curious in class, even when it feels like your soul is slowly leaving your body. Because curiosity isn't just for scientists and kids asking, why, 47 times a minute? It's a learning superpower, and you can actually train it. First, let's break the myth. Curiosity is not automatic. People think you either are curious or you're not. That's like saying you're either athletic or you're not, when really, it's about habits, training, and how you approach the game. Curiosity is a muscle. And school? That's your gym. Some classes are exciting right away. Others? They're like lifting mental weights with no music, no spotter, and a squeaky treadmill. So how do you stay engaged when it's not naturally interesting? Here's the first trick. Ask better questions. Boring classes usually stay boring because we're stuck answering other people's questions. What year was the treaty signed? What's the definition of this? But what if you flipped it? Instead of asking, what is this? Ask, why does this matter? Or, how does this connect to something I actually care about? Let's say you're learning about photosynthesis. Instead of zoning out while staring at leaves on a diagram, ask, how would this change if Earth had 2 suns? Could this process be hacked to solve climate change? Why do plants do this, but humans don't? Suddenly, your brain perks up. Why? Because you are in the driver's seat now. Second trick. Connect the subject to real life, even if you have to stretch a little. Most subjects have at least one real-world application that's secretly kind of cool. You just have to dig a bit. Math? It's not just numbers. It's used in music, game design, sports strategy, architecture, even fashion design. History? It's literally the ultimate drama series. Betrayals, love affairs, political power moves. Imagine Julius Caesar with a Twitter account. Now that's engaging. Chemistry? That's the stuff behind fireworks, baking, and how your shampoo works. You're walking around with a brain powered by a soup of chemical reactions. That's metal. So when the lesson feels dry, ask yourself, where do I see this in real life? Because once your brain spots a connection, curiosity kicks in. Third tip. Gamify your class. Okay, I know this sounds cheesy, but stay with me. Your brain loves games. Challenges. Rewards. Levels. That's how video games keep you hooked for hours. So turn class into a mini-game. Score points every time you ask a question no one else asks, find a random connection to another subject, teach the concept to a friend using a story or meme, give yourself bonus points if your teacher smiles or says, interesting question. Keep score on your notes, or make a challenge with a friend. Who can make the most unexpected connection this week? Who can find a way to use a topic in a meme? It sounds silly, but it keeps your brain active, and that's the secret sauce of curiosity. Next strategy. Pretend you have to teach it to a kid. If you had to explain today's lesson to a 5-year-old or a class of Year 1 students, how would you do it? This flips your brain into explanation mode. Now you're not just memorizing, you're understanding. And the deeper you understand, the more interested you become. Because curiosity doesn't grow from surface facts. It grows when your brain starts to play with the material. Try it. How would I explain gravity to a kid who's never seen Earth? Suddenly, the boring physics formula turns into a mental adventure. Also, change how you take notes. If your notes are just copying what's on the board, your brain goes into zombie mode. Try doodling your notes. Turn each concept into a mini comic. Use colors. Write side comments. Make jokes in the margins. Your notebook isn't just for info, it's your playground. One student turned their entire chemistry textbook into a manga. Another made a rap out of the periodic table. When you put your spin on the material, curiosity becomes the co-pilot. And here's something else most people don't talk about. Boredom isn't always about the class. Sometimes, it's about what's going on outside the classroom. If you're not sleeping enough, or you're anxious, or you're burned out, your brain doesn't have the energy to care. So take care of the basics: sleep, movement, food, breaks. A well-fed, rested brain is way more curious than a tired, under-pressure one. Now, real quick, let's talk about teachers. Some teachers are amazing, full of energy, funny, engaging. Others, not so much. And unfortunately, we can't always choose our teachers. But here's the mindset shift. You don't have to vibe with your teacher to own your learning. Curiosity isn't about them. It's about you. If your teacher isn't engaging, make a game of it. How can you stay 2 steps ahead? How can you decode what they really care about and use it to boost your score? Think of it like a boss level in a game. The challenge is to learn despite the dry delivery. That makes you a stronger learner. Before we wrap up, here's one final power move: stay curious with people. Ask classmates how they understand the topic. Some of the best explanations don't come from teachers. They come from that one friend who gets it and can break it down in a weirdly perfect way. Or ask your parents or siblings how they learned that topic. You might hear a story or a perspective that brings the subject to life. Learning isn't supposed to be passive. It's supposed to be a conversation. So let's recap: how to stay curious in class even when it's boring. 1. Ask better questions. Go deeper than what, ask why, and how. 2. Find real-world connections, even weird ones. 3. Turn the topic into a game. Challenge yourself or a friend. 4. Pretend you have to teach it to a kid. Break it down your way. 5. Remix your notes. Add doodles, jokes, memes, whatever keeps you awake. 6. Take care of your brain. Sleep, move, breathe. 7. Make it social. Learn from people, not just papers. And remember, being curious isn't about having all the answers. It's about wanting to find them. So, which of these strategies are you gonna try first? Drop a comment and let me know, and if you've got your own curiosity hack, share it. I want to steal your genius. If this video gave your brain a little wake-up nudge, hit that like button like it's the snooze alarm you actually shouldn't hit. Subscribe if you want more brain-friendly, pressure-free learning videos, and ring the bell so YouTube knows you're officially part of the squad. Catch you in the next one, and until then, stay curious, even when it's boring. That's where the magic happens.